Thornhill Square in Islington, start of run 2 of the Knowledge of London, which is Thornhill Square to Queen Square down in Bloomsbury in the middle of town. Not sure what I'm doing out here on a thoroughly vile day. It is Christmas Day. And why the hell I believe the Met Office, never mind the BBC, in saying that this rain was going to be gone by lunchtime, I don't know. Storm Desmond and Storm Eva have laid devastation to a lot of the west of Ireland and a lot of the northwest of England, but I'm stupid enough to believe the BBC when they say the rain's going to stop. Not sure how this is going to go on this GoPro in the wet with the back open for the microphone, but I'm going to run this leaving by Matilda Street right into Richmond Avenue, left Caledonian Road, left Killick Street, left Pentonville Road, right Lorenzo Street, left King's Cross Road, right Acton Street, left Gray's Inn Road, right Guildford Street, left Guildford Place, forward Lamb's Conduit Street, right Great Ormond Street, and Queen Square will be facing at the end of Great Ormond Street. There are variations of this. One of the schools from Caledonian Road goes left Carnegie Street, right Muriel Street, forward Rodney Street, forward Penton Rise. That light at the end of Rodney Street was always a bit of a pig, but it's certainly nowhere near as bad as the thing they've put in at the junction of Caledonian Road and Killick Street, but I'll deal with that when I get there. So away we go, run 2, if we can see anything for the rain, leaving Thornhill Square by Matilda Street. Right into Richmond Avenue. Quite a few of the runs do this, staying on Matilda Street to Copenhagen Street, but the light at Caledonian Road and Copenhagen Street, though they do mess around with it quite a lot, is usually much longer on the green phase in Caledonian Road than it is in Copenhagen Street. Left into Caledonian Road, I'll probably sit at the light for 30 seconds, having said that. But it should be going green shortly. Marathon Restaurant on the right, don't think they ask that. Edward Square they do ask occasionally, just here down this little alley by the pedestrian crossing on the right. There is Carnegie Street on the left, could go down there, Muriel Street, Rodney Street, Penton Rise on this run, but not going to, going to keep going down Caledonian Road. Bridge Wharf on the left, former headquarters of City Sprint Couriers. And past All Saints Street and down to this poxy light at Killick Street. This is basically no more than a pedestrian crossing, this, and yet it stays red for 60 seconds. Don't think there's a sign in Wharfdale Road just on our right here which says you can't go across into Killick Street. But there are arrows in both lanes indicating either left or right, and you have got to swerve around the island a little bit if you want to go across, but left into Killick Street we go. Across Collier Street. A lot of traffic about for Christmas Day. And left onto Pentonville Road. More expensive student accommodation on the left there. I really don't know how they can justify building all this student accommodation, but they do pay arms and legs for that. It's 300 quid a week for some of the rooms they have in this expensively sided student stuff they keep sticking up all over the place. Right into Lorenzo Street, which used to be the worst surfaced road in London, no longer. Ecuadorian consulate on the right there, right on the corner, flag round the corner in King's Cross Road, and left into King's Cross Road. Through the lights at Swinton Street. Some sort of King's Cross related incident taking place here. Swinton Street blocked. Travelodge on the left. Always used to be the Royal Scot Hotel. And a right pig of a place in front of us. Used to be Clerkenwell Magistrates Court on the left there. Now the Clink Youth Hostel, Clink 87 Youth Hostel. Can't set that down because there's zigzags, police stations, and even around the corner in Great Percy Street there's a Forest bike station, so that's a very difficult point to set. But we've gone right into Acton Street. National Union of Journalists on the right hand side, on the corner, main entrance round the corner in Gray's Inn Road, and left into Gray's Inn Road. Westminster Kingsway College on the right, corner of Sidmouth Street. Calthorpe Project Community Nature Reserve on the left. The Eastman Dental Hospital is one they like a lot. On the left here, main entrance just up the steps. A few other things in that courtyard as well, actually. Trinity Court on the left, flats. That was Kathy Tyson's home address in Mona Lisa, which was a great film. Can't believe she didn't go on to much greater things. Can't believe David Pleat didn't get a walk-on part in that either. The London Welsh Centre on the right there. And right into Guildford Street. Calthorpe Street on the left, ITN's headquarters looking at us there, the building, glass building, second in front of us, number 222. I'm old enough to remember ITN as being in Wells Street, but they haven't been there for 25 years, I shouldn't think. Right into Guildford Street. Mac 1 Couriers down Brownlow Mews on the left. Grenville House Hotel and the Guildford Hotel on the left. Cross Doughty Street, Dickens Museum down there on the left. Mecklenburg Square at the other end of Doughty Street on the right. Goodenough House on our right here. And Coram's Fields, one they do ask quite a bit. On the right hand side, several entrances to that. And left into Guildford Place. Another one of the 350 closed public toilets in the middle of town. Just in front of us as we went in there. Quite a few wings of the Great Ormond Street Hospital in this street. The Octave Botnar wing on the right, they do ask occasionally. The People's Supermarket on the left, also something they ask. And right into Great Ormond Street. Great Ormond Street Hospital itself. On the right hand side, the Hospital for Sick Children. Royal Homeopathic Hospital, traditionally in front of us, this red brick building on the corner of Powis Place. Now they've retitled it as the Hospital for Integrated Medicine. Berkeley House on the left, that was York House last time I looked, so presumably that's been sponsored by the Daily Telegraph's owners. And this is Queen Square in front of us. Have a quick swing around the Italian Hospital there on the south side. That's now student accommodation as well. Mary Ward Centre also on the south side. Just down there old Gloucester Street. The October Gallery on the left, on the right as you come up. It is one way, that's a point they ask quite a lot. St George the Martyr Church in front of us. The Queen's Larder pub, closed on Christmas Day, on the left corner of Cosmo Place. There are a few things in number 3 actually. Queen Square Imaging Centre at 7. Used to deliver there a lot as a courier, but very rare these days. And around the north side of Queen Square, Queen's Court, the flats there on the left. Barry Sheen used to live in there as a kid before he became famous and world champion. And the National Hospital for Neurology and Neurosurgery on the left. And that'll do for the spin around of Queen Square. Knowledge of London Run 2, Thornhill Square to Queen Square. Leave by Matilda Street, right Richmond Avenue. Left Caledonian Road, left Killick Street. Left Pentonville Road, right Lorenzo Street, left King's Cross Road. Right Acton Street, left Gray's Inn Road, right Guildford Street, left Guildford Place, forward Lambs Conduit Street, right Great Ormond Street, Queen Square facing.